The views and opinions expressed on the following program do not necessarily reflect the views or opinions of Nash Community College, the Board of Trustees of Nash Community College, or the North Carolina Community College System.
Man, I love me some blitzball though.
Apparently you're on air.
We're on air.
I'm on
Hey.
air.
We don't have them on air.
How are you doing? Hey guys, how you doing? Isaac Anderson here, Big Bang Cinema.
Are we on right now?
Yes, yeah. What did you miss?
I thought you were practicing.
I don't know. I didn't know we were on either. For those that don't know, we had a bit of a technical malfunction. That's why we're coming in a little bit late, and that's why we're doing this again. Okay, so we're gonna I'm gonna turn around real quick. I'm gonna turn around and we're gonna start again. You ready?
Is
3,
that light minute song?
2. Hey guys, welcome to Big Bang Cinema. I'm Isaac Anderson.
I'm Tyler.
How you doing, man?
I'm really confused right now.
Really? Well, I think we all are. I mean, I think that's part of the show.
Life has got me all confused.
I mean, that's just how it works. But guys, in case you don't know, this is a movie show where we talk about movie news, movie reviews.
and everything in between.
Oh, there goes James Tyler T-Bone Keene.
Oh yeah, that's me.
And look, we got a different kind of setup over here right now. Oh, that was a fancy transition. Yeah, it's going to be a fun show today, guys. Over here, Mr. Hunter Baker, the man of two occupations, is out. And we have the man of a proportion and a name over here, Mr. Andrew Small. Have you ever been referred to as a regular American name and a proportion?
No,
Drew,
Well, you have now.
Drew, what's your middle name?
it's none of your business.
Is it none of your business? Like, is it Drew, none of your business?
Yes, it is.
Well,
It's actually Drew. None of your business.
that
Tyler
must
T-Bone.
like is it like a birth certificate like that long across
It's
the
a very
bottom?
long birth certificate. Yes.
It's
Wow.
Andrew sort of small.
None ya business.
Is that what they told like the doctor? Like, what's the middle name going to be? He just looked at the
None ya.
nurse and be like, none of your business, and they just wrote it
Exactly.
down.
Exactly.
And
Then I
over
got
here-
up and left.
Got up and left.
We have Christopher Shankleton Darkins over here,
Is
right?
it Shankleton? Sir, is it Shankleton?
It's absolutely Shankleton.
Oh, that's
It's
just
absolutely
because-
not Shankleton.
That's
Well,
because like Nordic.
Well, if
some
you don't
kind
mind
of
me
Nordic
if you don't mind
name.
me asking, what's your middle name?
Lewis.
Lewis?
Lewis.
That is awesome.
Is it with a W
Christopher
or the
Lewis.
U?
You have the most British sounding name for an American.
No, it sounds really
Christopher
Nordic.
Lewis Dawkins.
I am half British. So
Half?
Yes, I'm half
A
British.
full half?
Half
On my father's side. My father's from
on
Great
your
Britain.
father's side.
Oh, is he originally?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That
so
is
you are.
sweet.
Yeah.
What part of England?
I don't know.
Speaking about don't know.
It's probably Wales.
It's not New
Wales.
England, right? Not New
Wales.
England.
I don't
that transition
know.
got
It
botched.
might be New England. I'm guessing New England.
Well, speaking about new, the new Deadpool 2
Oh,
trailer just came out.
you know how long I waited
Introducing
for this?
Cable. How about that?
Let's watch it.
I mean, we're watching it right now. You should have already watched it.
I already seen it.
Okay, so basically this is highlighting Cable, and Mr. Josh Brolin, or Thanos himself, is going to be playing. It's a little bit of a joke about, like, they haven't finished the effects on his arm. There's a little bit of a stab at the Justice League mustache removal thing.
Yes.
I don't know. What do you think about this, man?
It looks hilarious to me.
It does to me, too, man. I'm really excited for it. Like, there it is. There's the green arm.
Yeah.
But, I mean, do you think that this is going to be, like, quite as good as the first?
I certainly hope so.
You certainly hope so?
I mean, I don't know. We've seen movies that are sequels are just as good or even better. So I'm hoping this is one of them.
I don't know. They really like got a good tone, and also they throw in a little Toy Story kind of parody up here with this. And if you look at the bottom of his feet, like we were looking at this a little earlier, it says Wade instead of Andy. That's kind of cool. I don't know, Drew. Do you think that they can capture kind of the magic of the first one into this one?
I don't even know who Cable is.
You don't even know who Cable is?
Why does he have a green arm?
Well,
Why is
because
his arm
it's a
green?
metal arm, and that's like they were joking they haven't finished the effects yet, but they released the trailer,
Oh.
and they said.
So he's stalling right now so they can fix it.
Gotcha.
They essentially had a joke where they were poking at Justice League because they have Deadpool. It's like it's not a mustache or anything like that. It's just an arm.
Gotcha. That makes sense. I don't know if they'll pull this off or not. I think the first one was kind of lightning in a bottle, but he's a hugely popular character, and you never know. He's going to have a big following. So
And
I
like,
think, it can't do any worse than Justice League.
Oh,
That is true.
I think it might do pretty well because it definitely looks like they're doing a bit more expansion with like the cast and group and everything.
Because Deadpool and Cable was a big selling series they had for comics. It's like Milestone, and this Cable's pretty much the foil to Deadpool. He's no nonsense action, and Deadpool's the exact opposite of Cable.
I
Like
got you.
Cable's got extreme, like he's got a goal. He's like almost like the Road Warrior. He's like Mad Max. He's got to do what he's got to do, and then Deadpool's just there.
And also something I didn't know here, Terry Crews is in this. Terry Crews is, well, I didn't know this. He's in the trailer. Terry Crews is in the trailer.
Terry Crews is in everything.
There he is.
You got a good point. He's kind of like
Every
The Rock
commercial.
-4. Like, yeah, that's as good as I can describe him.
Every time I see him, I think about Everybody Hates Chris. It's only I really
Yeah, I
think
always
about-
imagine he's about to smack someone in the head for like buying something too
Don't make me
expensive.
smack you.
Well, one thing's for sure, their marketing for Deadpool is genius.
Yeah.
I mean, it hits every note that is consistent with the character.
Now, here's the thing. Fox got bought by Disney now. Do you think this marketing stuff is going to change now that they got like the Disney?
Well,
you know-
actually, I've heard that it might not happen. I heard
it already happened.
I heard another company's throwing an even larger bid than Disney was offering for it.
Was
What-
it,
what
was it Alibaba?
Yeah, it's some Chinese company.
See? Yeah.
Yeah,
Are
it's-
you
it's
being
not-
for real?
I think it's Alibaba.
I actually didn't know this.
Huh.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't think Big Daddy Disney's going to let this thing go anytime soon.
Oh,
Oh,
so
no,
it's-
no. They'll whip out the checkbook and say, yeah, we'll up that offer.
Now,
And we'll throw in a
yes.
guest starring role on the next 6 Star Wars movies for your kids.
Yep. And I think that we're probably going to see way more than 6 Star Wars movies, but we'll get to that. But yeah, I'm excited for this. I think it's going to be pretty good. Don't know, I mean, who cares if it's as good as the first one? As long as it's a quality film and it captures the tone. I think it's more about the tone than the story in and of itself, and kind of it's about the jokes. And as long as they kind of capture that and don't get the character, take them in a weird direction that doesn't work, I think they'll do fine. But yeah. Speaking about weird directions, Venom is going to get his own movie, and he has a trailer that just came out.
How? I've been saying this. This is you can't do this. You can't have the Venom movie before the Black Suit Spider-Man.
Well, we've had Black Suit Spider-Man. He danced around and had said emo things, and
Combed his hair differently and walked along the street pouting.
yes. Now take a look at this. I'll never forget that. But yeah, they decided to do this because
In San Francisco too.
in
I've
San
noticed it.
Francisco, it's a rare condition this day and age where
Well,
you
don't
see a Venom movie before the Spider-Man thing.
San Francisco is the new Gotham.
Oh, you got a good point there. Yeah,
So
It's
everybody's
the-
using San Francisco.
San Francisco because people know what it is.
Oh.
You gotta have something that people know.
And the
otherwise-
hipsters are really into all the movie productions.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, if you set the movie in like downtown Arkansas, it's not going to sell as well as like something.
What's wrong with Little Rock?
Nothing. I'm just saying. Do you think I'm not going to go flock to a movie about Little Rock? I'd go flock to go see a movie about San Francisco if I was a normal audience. I love you, Little Rock. No one's watching Little Rock. Who am I kidding? But yeah, I mean, it looks interesting, but you got to keep in mind. We got to keep this in mind, guys. It's a Sony movie. So that's just an automatic a few points down.
No lie, I watched that earlier today and I saw the Sony logo pop up and I groaned audibly. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's just kind of like this could have
Marvel's-
been so good.
Can Marvel Studios salvage this? That's the big question.
I imagine when this movie gets 40% Rotten Tomatoes, they'll probably ask them to take it. I don't know.
I just want to know if Tom Hardy's going to pull out his Bane voice as Venom.
Spider-Man.
Exactly.
I don't know. He'll probably do something like that.
You'll fight better than Batman.
I'm just happy he finally started the movie where he gets to show his face. It seems like every movie he's got like his face covered or something like
Yeah,
that.
you're right. He says he's always covered something.
I don't know, but he'll probably have a weird voice for this one too. I don't know. I'm excited to see it. Chris, you saw this trailer. What did you think?
Yeah, who Venom is.
I know who Venom is. Gosh.
He's not incompetent.
I mean, it looked from the trailer. It looks like it's going to be decently interesting.
That's what
Noth-
you really
nothing-
think there, Chris.
There you go.
I mean, it doesn't seem like it's going to be anything spectacular. But
Your opinion must be more severe. Oh, that one fell super flat.
I think ignorance is your ally.
No one laughed at that.
No.
Speaking about no one laughed at that, the Game of Thrones showrunners, D.B. Weiss and the other guy, are going to start a new series of films for Star Wars.
What?
What was the other guy's name? I can't think of his name.
I want to say
That guy.
Justin Trudeau.
Is
Is
it
it
Trey
David-
Parker?
No,
Is
it's
it
not Trey Parker.
David something?
Justin Trudeau.
What was it?
Is it David something?
It's David something, and this is D.B. Weiss.
Soderbergh.
No.
I can go David Finch.
No. Point is, these two ran Game of Thrones. They're still running Game of Thrones. And Kathleen Kennedy has put them on to start a whole new series of Star Wars films.
No.
So think about that for a second. Game of Thrones is one of the biggest series on TV right now. Some people think it's going downhill, and I think so too. I stopped watching it, actually. I was so upset about it.
David Beanoff
David Beanoff.
and D.B. Weiss.
Yeah, I heard.
Executive producers.
Totally knew that. But Kathleen Kennedy put out a quote that says, I think they're the best storytellers out right now. Like on TV, they have like the coolest TV show. It only makes sense to put them into this world. I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, Game of Thrones, to me, when they stopped having material to go off from, they really went downhill. And it showed, that's when you really had to flex your muscles and trying to figure out your own kind of thing. Anyone can write something down from a book into a screenplay. It doesn't take, like a genius to do that. It takes a genius to come up with a story from scratch like that, like George R.R. Martin came up with that by himself. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. What do you think?
I don't hope they don't do this. I really don't want a Star Wars television show or movie series because that is like way off the track right now. Because I really didn't like the last one, and I really don't like the little spin-offs they're doing. I don't have a lot of faith in Han Solo either.
Yeah,
I feel like they're milking too much out of this. No, they're milking away the source. The source is going to be dried up and gone. It's going to be a little shriveled up looking cow.
What?
Or a little dead looking cow somewhere.
They started milking it too much when they did episode 7.
Yeah, they should have just left this thing alone. I mean, you put the toys out, do what you want to do. Get
Don't
the cast
turn it
together.
Star Trek.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not special anymore. Like liking Star Wars used to be a special thing, where they were just like Red Letter Media said. They said, these used to be 3 really well respected blockbusters from the '80s. They were never meant to have like this big saga. It's like trying to make like a big franchise out of Back to the Future.
Oh, I was about to say that. I was about to say that too. It's like ruining Back to the Future.
It's like you're doing too much with it. And I've also heard same place.
It's like making another Ghostbusters movie. It's just it shouldn't be done.
But it's kind of like there's only so many things you can do with this world. Whenever they try to veer from anything that's like not related to things we know from like the original trilogy, like X-Wings, TIE Fighters, Death Star, STs.
We start getting the member berries in there.
Yeah, well, I mean, whenever you veer away from that, it sucks. It doesn't work. Then you get like the space bugs. Like this is from Rich Evans from Red Letter Media, but it's totally true. Like you can't do anything but the stuff from the stuff we know from Star Wars. Because if you do anything different, it doesn't feel like a Star Wars movie. It doesn't work as a Star Wars movie. It's very limited in what you can tell. And if you keep doing that same stuff with the TIE Fighters, the lightsabers, and Death Star, Empire, Darth Vader, it's gonna get really, really old. And it already has. Like it really has. But they're gonna keep doing it. We're gonna get one from Rian Johnson, a new trilogy. We're gonna get a new series of films from these guys. Now it's an Obi-Wan movie probably going to be in development, or a bunch of series for their streaming service for Star Wars.
Jar Jar the later years.
They're never. I feel like a lot of them are going to take place right around the original trilogy, like right there, that sweet spot where all the stuff is there.
Golden Gungan.
Golden Gungan. Oh my gosh.
It's the story of Jar Jar and his older sister just hanging around. And they got gray hair.
Oh no, Misa don't have job. Oh no.
Misa go to the store.
Star Wars essentially is going to become the next meme of the thing that needs to die.
Yes, it already needs to die.
Well, these guys are, for the first 5 seasons, they were following a story already written for them. They're not wholly writing these stories now, all the way up to this season, by themselves. R.R. Martin's sitting right there and approving, making sure that they're following some sort of timeline. So I don't even trust these guys as storytellers, in as much as I really trust them in directing something or producing something that looks good, because it looks great. But I go back to your point. So if we're not going to throw in, they have a whole universe of things they can go into, but if they don't do fan service, so what part of it? I don't want to see a series on bounty hunters. I don't care. I don't care where Boba Fett came from. I don't care, any of that stuff. IG-88 was built in a factory and had a hard time with growing up, and now he turned to a life of crime. Yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
And I feel like we're going to get way too much explanation for stuff that was never meant to be explained that much, and stuff that really doesn't matter, and stuff I don't necessarily care about. I don't care about Han Solo's younger years and how he did a big-time heist and going through the Kessel Run with the octopus going through the smoke, but we'll talk about that in a little bit.
That's the best part of the character is he mentions his background, but you have no idea what he's talking about.
It's throwaway lines.
Yeah, it's throwaway, and it's the mystery of it is like the whole rogue. You don't know where this guy comes from. I mean, that's the most appealing thing about Han Solo. I mean, if you have
You might as well just cue up Han Solo. You're already talking about it.
Yeah. Oh, we'll get to that. That'll be the one we talk about after all these trailers. But
you're killing the mystery. I mean, the best part about Star Wars was the mystery. I mean, you know, you're watching Episode 6, 4, 5, and 6. You're like, what's 1, 2, and 3 going to be about? And that's the whole. You're always wondering about that. You got like you have 30 years of fans building their own story within their heads. You know, to me, it's the perfect story for them. And then you had the following sequels, and they built their own. Like, this is what Luke does afterward. And, you know, it's just every one is perfect. I mean, the best part about it is, as you write your own sequel, but that's gone now.
Yeah, and it's losing the magic, and it's like if you keep doing this many of them, eventually something's gonna like ruin the mythos of what you like, and it's just gonna get so old. But guys, that's pretty much all we got for movie news right now. If you have any questions, concerns, fan mail, hate mail, please leave a comment at facebook.com.
Any checks you want to send us too, I'm glad to take them.
We can't take those, but facebook.com/Studio67NCC. We would love to see what you guys have to say. But guys, we're going to take a really quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about Super Bowl movie trailers.
Super Bowl.
Han Solo movies in that
win?
too. Sorry, yawn
win?
in that. Big Bang Cinema will be right back. Stay with
The
us.
Panthers win. I got $50.
Did you know Nash Community College offers 12-degree programs entirely online? Are you interested in information technology? Explore information technology systems, network management, systems security, healthcare informatics, or web design and administration. These 2-year programs are only a few of the online associate degrees offered through Nash Online. Students receive the same quality instruction and resources as on-campus students without ever stepping foot on Nash's campus. Learn more about Nash Online today at online.nashcc.edu.
Well, we're back again. Hey guys, Isaac Anderson here, and welcome back to Big Bang Cinema. This is
Motown, Johnny Brown.
Oh, that was a fail. Hold on.
Yes, that was a fail.
But guys, Super Bowl 2018 came out, and I didn't go question people around campus again because we've done that. But we're going to talk about some right now in our weekly segment of talking about these movie trailers.
Oh, snap.
So we had that was a very, like, oh, snap, like that was a very naturalistic way to say no snap.
Oh, snap, the Super Bowl's already
Oh,
come and gone.
snap. I know, it's amazing. I mean, how is it 2018? It's 2005 right now, man. It's crazy. But
Yes.
you didn't even get that one. But
I didn't.
so there's 8 movie trailers right here that we're going to talk about. So the first one is let's talk about some of the good ones we really liked, and I like the Mission Impossible one.
Mission Impossible.
Yeah, Fallout. Now here's the thing: it's exactly like every other Mission Impossible movie that's ever happened.
Except there's a mustache involved, I believe.
Well,
There's a
yeah,
mustache
I think
involved,
we've
but-
heard enough about that Henry Cavill mustache. They had the CGI out, but it's, you know, Ethan Hunt and his crew are really good at what they do. They go on a mission, it gets compromised, MI6 is corrupt, they can't trust them anymore, and they go rogue.
Hold on, wait. I believe I've seen this before in another Mission Impossible
It's the
movie.
other 5 Mission Impossible
Yes,
movies.
I believe it is.
Yeah, isn't that something?
Yes.
But yeah, I think
Dun,
Christopher
dun,
McQuarrie directed
dun,
this one too.
Dun, dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun,
But yeah,
dun,
Tom Cruise broke his foot in the set of this. I don't know. You watched this?
dun, dun. I haven't seen the last 4 Mission Impossible movies.
For real?
Yeah, I really don't care.
You haven't seen it since John Woo did like the sideways
Yeah.
gunshots.
And every time somebody would jump or pull a gun out, some doves would fly off. I remember he was on a plane and out of nowhere doves come up in like the cockpit. I'm like, where are these doves coming from?
It's John Woo, man. But yeah, this one actually looks really interesting. I'm excited to see that big stunt on the plane and everything. It's not as much. It's more about like just watching Tom Cruise do stunts is what carries these movies. But yeah, the stories they fleshed them out a little bit. I guess they would be a little bit better. But yeah, I'll see it. You know, who cares?
I sure won't.
Next one. I imagine you saw this one that came out.
It's about 5 times in the first 5 minutes it came out.
Yeah, the Avengers, Age
Yes.
of Ultron. That was a long time ago.
This is
Infinity War. Yeah, that one. Yeah, it was pretty short. We've seen enough about it, but Yeah, what do you think, man?
I want to see it.
You want to see it?
I do.
You think it's going to be pretty good?
I think it's going to be pretty good.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think this is going to be like the topper of the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Do you think it's going to be okay?
Yeah, man. I think that they've gone all out on this one because it's a 2-part series, and I think that they're going to really kick it in gear. I know my wife is super excited. Every time she sees a trailer at a movie theater, she gets all excited and claps like a little kid.
I clapped when I
She
saw
gets
it.
excited. So and there you go. I think this is going to rock, man. I think you're getting all the people together, to fight the big baddie. I just hope the big baddie is big enough to fight.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look like the guy from Pawn Stars.
Well, if I can remember from my comic book knowledge, I believe he strangled the Hulk in the first 5 minutes, and then he turned back into Bruce Banner. So if they got that kind of epic fight in this, I'm up for it.
Okay, so what were you gonna say, Chris? I'm sorry.
I was also thinking that it seems like it's going to turn out pretty well. It's like they're bringing all these characters together, but like they don't seem like they're just the same characters that were in their own individual movies. They seem like they're kind of like stepping in. They seem like they're kind of stepping into bigger roles. Like you see Cap with like the shields on his arms, and you see our Spider-Man with the new suit and everything. Those kinds of things.
See, what I think it's going to be 2 teams, and 2 teams, and 3 teams. You're going to have the Guardians of the Galaxy team. You're going to have Iron Man's Avengers. You have Captain America's Avengers, and they're going to be different fronts around the world. And then you're going to. I don't believe Thanos is going to be directly like fighting in the. He's going to have underlings, and it's them dealing with his servants. And then I believe at the end he's going to come forth, and that's going to start the whole next movie about the battle between them and Thanos.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to see it.
They're recovering the Infinity Gems on the planet.
Do you think anybody's going to die in this movie? I don't think so.
I really think so. I really think somebody's going to. I got my eye on Captain America. Captain America possibly could die in this.
This is the only one I can think of.
Yeah, and also I want to say Thor. Thor's a possibility of dying too.
I don't buy it.
I think you're right about him having underlings. I feel like I heard somewhere about him having like 4 sort of like lieutenants type thing.
T-Rex and the rest.
Yeah, the 4 Horsemen. Oh, no,
Well,
that's the X-Men Apocalypse movie.
He's got like,
Well, after
very
this
different.
one, Hemsworth's his contract's done.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't have to do anything else after this.
See,
They did an article on him, and he's like, he goes, well, it'll feel like everybody's become a family, so it'll feel like But he's done. I mean, he does not have to contractually obligated to do any more. So it's a good possibility they could kill him off.
I believe there'll be Thor movies without Chris Hemsworth because the whole thing about Thor's hammer is whoever's mighty enough to lift the hammer. It doesn't say Thor himself becomes Thor. So
Well,
there's a chance.
Hammer's gone.
I was gonna say they making their hammer.
Yeah, it's going to forge a new hammer.
Huh.
Oh.
Thor is.
Possibly because his hammer breaks.
Or they have like somebody in
every-
Asgard who just makes hammers and just, is a
Yeah,
hammer
but-
salesman.
Yeah, there's like 5 or
But
6.
how does he build it if he can't lift it?
Well, there's 5 or 6 hammers out there.
Well, it's a normal hammer until someone blesses it with the power of Grayskull, and
Oh, okay. But we're going to skip a few of these because some of them, like A Quiet Place, I don't think either of us really are too concerned about speculating on that. Skyscraper, I have to talk about this. This is a schlock fest for sure.
Oh, you talking about the Die Hard with no legs?
Basically, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson plays a guy that he's a
Dwayne
war
the
veteran.
Nub Johnson.
What?
Dwayne the Nub Johnson.
Oh, come on, man.
That's that.
Yeah,
You know they're going to gimmick this movie up.
oh yeah, it's going to be a lot of like him, like the leg stuff.
Yes, it's going to be.
For those that don't know, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson plays an amputee, and he's a security guard at this big, huge building, and I call it the Cliche Tower.
And what I believe is going to happen is there's going to be a German terrorist group going to take over the tower. That's what I firmly believe.
Oh, you think like Die Hard?
Oh no! It's Skyscraper.
Skyscraper.
It's not. It's not. It's going to be like Chung Plaza. It's going to be some. It's not going to be Japanese. It's probably going to be Chinese.
Okay.
And it's going to be. I believe I saw some terrorists, sir.
Okay, but yeah, this movie looks like it's gonna get a good old
Hans
14.
Gruder.
I'm saying 24% in Rotten Tomatoes.
All
Okay,
right.
but Jurassic World also came out. We can't really talk about that because we have to talk about this last one. It's the Han Solo trailer that just came out. Now,
Can we just skip this one?
Yeah, we've talked about it enough. I know.
I don't know. It was Lucasfilms. Oh, this is Han Solo.
It should say Sony.
Yeah. That's more like it. That's more like what this movie would be. I don't know. I'm not very excited for this. I'm curious, which is different. I'm really curious to see what they did with it. I'm kind of over it at this point. I think we should just stop talking about it after this. We should acknowledge this happened and then review it when it comes out. Also, the Falcon's pretty pristine. Han Solo must be like a horrible slob to like have ruined it as bad as he did.
No, man, he's been hauling Rathtars.
Oh yes! Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I think this movie is gonna suck. I hope it doesn't, but it's probably going to. I'm looking forward to a interesting set design, some cool costumes, but that's about it.
And don't forget, Entertainment Weekly called it the funniest Star Wars movie ever.
Oh my gosh! I cringed when I saw that.
I don't.
Didn't they reshoot it so it wouldn't be funny? Sorry, Chris.
But I don't expect much from this movie, especially after Episode 8.
Yeah, exactly. And also, this movie's had so much drama behind the scenes with the directors getting fired, and they had to shoot the whole movie again. And now they're trying to say, oh, it's a funny movie, but like the whole reason they reshot it is because they shot it as a comedy and they didn't want it as a comedy.
Yeah, it was Ace Ventura's face, if I believe.
Yeah, they said, and also they didn't have enough faith in the main actor that played Han Solo, which I cringed at some of the lines. I'm like, that's downright embarrassing. But yeah. We'll find out. But any news that comes out about this anymore, I don't think we should talk about it. I think we're done with this movie.
It's dead.
It's dead to me.
It's dead to us.
Dead to me, dead to you.
We are turning
dead
our
to
backs
us.
on the Han Solo movie.
I'm
Turn
sure
your
it'll
backs.
get 74% in Rotten Tomatoes, and people will say, me
We are
personally, I
going to
love this
Amish
movie.
shun this movie. We're going to Amish style shun this movie.
We're going to just curb stop it.
Curb stop. Bite the curb, Han. Bite the curb.
Oh, just because it's got like electricity in it?
Yeah, no, okay, now I don't know where you're going.
You said Amish.
You said Amish, you said curb stomp, and I'm
The
thinking like,
You know what
wait,
this is good. This is leading. This is leading to a Lando Calrissian movie.
Lando
Do
Calrissian.
we need that though? We didn't need this one.
We don't need this one. We
What
don't need
did
any
what
of
did
it.
Cal? It's called Next Movie, and the movie after next said.
I don't know.
Next movie.
But that's it for us today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to review Winchester on our Quick Flicks. And trust me,
Yes.
it's going to be a quick one because we don't have a whole lot to say about it. And then, next week we've got a bunch of new news and everything. What are we reviewing next week? Is it Black Panther?
I want to say Black Panther because
What comes out this week? You'll find out. Watch Quick Flicks. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm Isaac Anderson.
I am Motown Johnny Brown.
See you guys later.
Bye.